over the past few years, the issue of body image has become so prevalent in our society, and we are almost told to conform into impossible beauty standards. And today on Her Africa, we discuss on such. My name is Namatai Mary Grace Chipunza, and you are watching Her Africa. Well, today is just not like any other episode. Today we are not at the studio, but rather we're at the gym. And joining me on set is the beautiful Jessica from Namibia and Ken from Tanzania. But before we do our little chit chat, we're going to have to do a few workouts.
Hey Mary, today before we continue with our daily routine, we're first going to stretch. On this equipment, it's called the Flexibility Lever Anti-Error. So first I want you to get on it. Your one leg behind and one leg in front, and then stretch to the back. Be pushing it to the back. As you push it to the back, you're actually exercising all your muscles, the quadriceps and the calves. So this is actually just to prepare you for your any other exercise to avoid any injury. So you do it the same to your next leg. Well, this is called the treadmill. What happens when you go on a treadmill, before you go on a treadmill, you have to set goals for yourself. Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to run for a marathon? Are you trying to keep fit? Or are you trying to lose calories? Whatever your goals are. Second of all, when you go on a treadmill, you determine the level you want to run onto. For Mary over here, she's a beginner, so she has to be running on a level of 3 to 5 speed. And as she runs on the treadmill from the level of 3 to 5 speed, what happens is that she's exercising her quad muscles, her hamstring muscles, and her calves muscles. So this actually just keeps the muscles really fit and flexible. And what happens also, the most important thing about the treadmill on her body is her heart rate beat. Like the treadmill really improves the heart rate beat, and it keeps your heart really healthy. So what happens most of the time also, what is very important, why girls love the treadmill, why we call it our best friend, is we get to lose a lot of calories. Running for about 20 minutes on a speed of 10, you can get to lose round of about 200 calories. So I think this is my personally best friend over here.
What is currently happening here is that she's burning fat in between her thighs to create a thigh gap for her. Okay, you keep opening it like wider, you keep opening it more wider, and you leave it for a minute when you open it, and then close it, then open it wider, leave it, close it. So as you do that, you keep burning more fat between your thighs here. Continue. I think you can do this round of about like 20 times, pulse 20 times, then you're good for the day. The squats are for your glute muscles, your hamstring muscles, and your calves muscles to increase them. And the crunches are for your abs. It also flattens your tummy, and it contracts and relaxes your abs so that they become more firmer, and you get to have the six-pack all over here.
I started doing the bicep curls, which actually activates the biceps major and minor, because we know the biceps has two heads, so it depends with the grip. If you do the wider grip, which you supinate your arm, means you're working out more of the outside. If you do the more like the inside grip, you get the inside bicep head. And then after that, I went to the triceps. Okay, I did the skull crushers, which actually you just you can see the motion I was doing, and actually it activates the triceps. So by doing that, you activate both the three heads of the triceps. That's why it's called the triceps. Then went straight to the bench press. We did the bench press. I did like 4 sets of 12 reps, which actually it's a flat bench press, so it activates both parts of the chest, both the upper part and the lower part. And after that, I went to do the inclined bench press, which actually activates the upper part of the chest. Then after that, we went to do the back exercise, which actually I did back pull downs, which is actually the machine which I pull back, and it activates both the latissimus dorsi, which are the, people call it the wings. It makes it spread like the V taper. Then after that, I went to do the shrugs, which actually activate the trapezius muscles, which is this muscles over here, which if you want to see like all the bodybuilders, Batista, they have this like cobra kind of neck, then that's how it does. Then after that, I did the legs, which actually we didn't have much time in our hands, so I only did the leg presses, which actually activates the quadriceps and a little bit of the calves. My name is Kenny Alex, and you're watching Ha Africa.
So Ken, tell us, are men under the same amount of pressure when it comes to fitness as compared to ladies?
Well, I can say that men are not into so much pressure in comparison to the girls, but what I know is that when it comes to fitness, it's more of a personal thing. So like, let's say for me exactly, I go to the gym for my own health and I play basketball.
Okay.
So I do it in order to get a good endurance so I can run in a court more, run faster than the other players and be the better athlete.
Okay. So if I'm a guy and I want to build up, what are the things that I need to eat? Do I have to buy supplements? What do I have to eat?
Well, actually it depends with the body type. Let's say we call them ectomorphs, which people actually are skinny, so we say they're hard to gain weight, they have a high metabolic rate. This is actually for them, they need to eat more. So I could advise them to take supplements, which will be like mass gainers, and if they're doing dieting, they should eat more carbs, which will actually build their body and add a little fat into their muscles, so they can look bigger. And for people who are mesomorphs, which these are people who are like the normal kind of average person, they can gain weight easier and they can also lose weight. So they're just like a normal average human being. And actually, there's actually applications and some kind of mathematical theories of how to calculate the calorie intake. So you can actually match your calorie intake and know if you want to gain weight, you should eat a certain amount of calorie, or if you want to lose weight. And also we have the third kind of people, which are actually the endomorphs, which are actually the fat guys. It's very hard to lose weight. And I actually advise them to do more cardio and eat a healthy diet, which actually includes like vegetables, a lot of non-carb foods, and too much of vegetable oils so that they could help burn their fat and reach their goals.
Okay, so there is a myth that says that if you take steroids, you get, bigger. Are steroids really bad when it comes to like fitness?
Well, steroids are hormones, and too much of everything is actually harmful.
Okay.
So people who take steroids actually they change their chemical imbalances inside their body.
Okay.
So and steroids have too many side effects. You can have heart failure. You could have cholesterol, blood pressure. You could because you're messing up your system the way it's supposed to work. And most guys know this. It's actually, it decreases your testicle size, and actually no guy wants that.
That's something really new.
When it comes to muscle development, actually they work. They are 100% guaranteed. You'll get bigger muscles, but when it comes to health-wise, you won't be fit. Because fitness is not about muscles; it's about health.
Okay, so tell me, are supplements and steroids the same thing, or they differ in some kind of way?
Well, supplements are actually food substances, and when it comes to steroids, are hormones. So they're actually two different things. Let's say whey protein. You all know whey protein is made from whey, and we have different types of proteins. We even have vegan proteins nowadays, which are actually vegetable proteins. So it's actually something which a person can take. Of course, anything, if you take it too much, it will affect your health. But it's more for natural and something any person can take. But when it comes to steroids, these are hormones, and you do not want to mess with steroids because these are chemicals. They will actually ruin your liver.
Steroids.
They will ruin your liver. They will affect you in any chemical way inside your body.
Okay, guys, you've heard it. Do not mess with steroids. And thank you so much, Kenny, for coming today. And when it comes to the issue of body image, it's a journey that you have to travel alone. No one can do it for you, and no one can do it for me. In such a way that no one can teach you how to be comfortable in your own skin. And we have to learn how to embrace what God has given us. And guys, as you have heard, stop messing around with steroids. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. See you next year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.